Hi, PerspectaWeather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Friday, December 14th. A lot of moisture down to the south and west of the Mid-Atlantic region. The south-central U.S., the southeastern states right now seeing plenty of rainfall. All of that headed to the north and east, and it looks like a soaking rain event for the Mid-Atlantic region beginning later today and continuing off and on right through the upcoming weekend. This is a very complicated storm system, really two different areas to watch in terms of precipitation and in terms of surface low pressure. Colder air actually will seep into the picture, filtering from the north and west during the latter stages of the weekend. The latter stages of this event in the Mid-Atlantic region certainly could result in rain changing to or mixing with sleet or snow in parts of the Mid-Atlantic region. Sunday night time frame. All of this moves on out by Monday, and another cold blast arrives. That cold blast will be supported by more vigorous energy in the upper part of the atmosphere. Very strong winds likely out of the northwest late Monday night into Tuesday. Quite a bit colder than normal for Tuesday and Wednesday following the cold frontal passage early next week. Here's the latest radar loop from WSI's and Telecast.com. All kinds of moisture to our south and west. Only snow is up across southeastern Canada, maybe extreme northern part of the Great Lakes region, all in the form of rain down across the south, central, and southeastern part of the country. You can kind of see two different areas of precipitation already setting up this morning. First of all, down across the deep south, there's a rotation in the radar echoes right here. This is where that upper level low is situated right now. This will be a very slow mover off to the north and east, first to the Tennessee Valley, and ultimately it'll produce low pressure near the Mid-Atlantic coastline. Meanwhile, closer to the coast, already a wide area of precipitation riding up to the north and east, kind of like the warm advection precipitation in this particular pattern. Will make it to D.C. by the mid-afternoon, Philadelphia, New York City, late afternoon, early evening. A soaking rain overnight tonight. Patchy fog at any time over the next 24 hours or so. And again, colder air will play a role during the latter stages of this event. Sunday night time frame. Winds will shift to the northeast. Colder air will seep in from the north and west. So rain could mix with snow or sleet in parts of the Mid-Atlantic region later in the weekend. Well, let's take a look at last night's Zero-Z NAM run. I like to look at the higher resolution model. I think it's handling the cold air intrusion during the latter stages of the weekend better than the synoptic scale models like the GFS. So let's stick with the Zero-Z NAM model. Again, that rotation we saw on the radar echoes down across the deep south here, eastern Texas, Louisiana. That is where the vigorous upper level feature is situated this morning. And let's just keep moving forward here and watch what happens. That upper level low is a slow mover, and hence the extended period of precipitation, again, beginning late today, and we could have precipitation all the way into Sunday night. This area heads towards the Tennessee Valley. There will be a secondary forming along the Mid-Atlantic coastline, and ultimately this spawns another low along the Mid-Atlantic coastline during the latter stages of the weekend. By the way, this particular rain event should very well send the D.C. records in terms of the wettest year ever. We should surpass that in D.C. with this particular event. Only about a half an inch, 0.55 to be exact, is needed. That certainly looks like that'll happen with this particular event. That'll break a record from 1889, wettest year record in D.C. And many areas in the Mid-Atlantic region are in their top 5. Perhaps on their way to top 2 or 3, perhaps even the wettest in some spots. Let's keep moving forward here. By late Saturday, upper level low over the Tennessee Valley. Colder air starts to seep in at this time on the backside of the initial Mid-Atlantic coastline low pressure area. And then by the time Sunday rolls around, this actually slides off basically to just to the south and east of the D.C., Philadelphia, New York City metro region. That allows for colder air to seep in, and by later in the day, Sunday night, certainly could see rain mixing with or perhaps even changing to snow or sleet, especially higher elevation locations to the north and west of the big cities. But we'll have to monitor that as the weekend progresses. That ultimately moves off the coast, and then another vigorous wave of upper level energy drops south and east. This is the Monday morning forecast. Winds will increase during the day on Monday and be quite strong out of the northwest Monday night and Tuesday morning. Well, let's now walk through the surface forecast maps from last night's 0Z NAM model run. Lots of rain down across the southeast right now, the south central. Here's that surface low pressure area right now. Let's keep moving forward here. And again, no threat of frozen precipitation at the onset of this wide area of moisture. It looks like all rain later today, tonight, and Saturday. But the cold air starts to play a role late Saturday night, and especially Sunday and Sunday night. Here we go now into early Saturday. That initial wave of low pressure heads towards Tennessee Valley. There'll likely be another low pressure area down along the Mid-Atlantic coastline during the day on Saturday. And again, soaking rainfall late today, tonight, into the day on Saturday. There can be patchy fog at times. Maybe a break in the action between the rainfall tonight and tomorrow morning. Maybe more of a showery type of pattern tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night. Then this particular area, the upper level low, combined with the surface low pressure area over the Tennessee Valley, kind of jumps towards the Mid-Atlantic coastline here in the Saturday night, Sunday time frame. Here we go, by early Sunday morning, low pressure right off the Delmarva Peninsula. Colder air starting to seep in at this time from the north and west. Notice already the NAM model putting out some ice pellets, some freezing rain perhaps in way upstate Pennsylvania early Sunday. And as that cold air seeps farther and farther to the south, some blues showing up here, some snow, some ice across the Poconos. Certainly the threat as that cold air seeps in during the day on Sunday for a mix with snow or sleet, especially the northern and western side of the big cities in those higher elevation locations. Here we keep moving forward here. Kind of a mixed bag here by Sunday afternoon of snow in the interior part of Pennsylvania. Still some decent rainfall, some ice pellets, being kind of an interesting day, a volatile day on Sunday. Certainly Sunday will be colder than Saturday with that northeast wind, and again, that will raise the chance for some frozen precipitation. That finally kicks on out of here by later Sunday night into Monday morning, and then by Monday morning, the winds will start to become noticeable, and certainly by Monday afternoon and Monday night, strong winds out of the northwest. Maybe a few snow showers make it all the way down into the I-95 part of those strong northwest winds, usher in Arctic air, and those winds will continue on Tuesday, and it'll be quite cold for this time of the year for Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. So a complex storm for the weekend. Yes, it will be a primarily rain, but we'll have to watch for that colder air seeping in late Saturday night, Sunday, and Sunday night. Could be a mixing with, even a change over to snow or sleet in parts of the Mid-Atlantic region during the latter stages of the upcoming weekend. And it looks like this will become the wettest year ever for D.C. Based on the rainfall expected over the next 24 hours or so. That's it for now. For PerspectaWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.